All right, so welcome back. I'm Maya McNulty. I'm a COVID survivor and COVID long hauler. I designed and created COVID Wellness Clinic for long haulers just like you, because I'm a long hauler. I was one of the first impacted by COVID in March of 2020 in upstate New York, in Albany, New York. Schenectady, New York is where I'm from. So I want you to know that viral shedding, it has different stages. You can viral shed from the vaccine and or also COVID. And if you end up getting COVID in the very first stage, the asymptomatic, try to treat yourself. Get Gatorade, electrolytes, ways that you can treat a cold but on steroids, like Theraflu, lots of fluids, lemon, ginger, vitamin D, load up on zinc, all these things, protein, so that you don't lose your loss and taste of smell like most long haulers and long COVID survivors have. So here is the root. There are 5 different levels of the root of long COVID that I want to go over with you. One is asymptomatic. Asymptomatic means you really aren't feeling anything. You just know that how something's not right, and it's just you can't really put your thumb on it. So the second is when you have a mild fever. Now, you are contagious in all of these stages as well, all 5 of these stages, but a mild fever. The third is moderate, and it's also where you're going to have a fever and also affecting your lungs. Your lungs, the respiratory, is also going to start being affected, and you can feel it right there. Number 4 is the severe level. The severe level is when you're admitted to the hospital and you're also put on oxygen. I don't really recommend anybody putting themselves on oxygen if they're on the moderate level. You should really consult your doctor, see your primary care, or wherever you get medical help, an emergency, a urgent care, any type of emergent care, any type of facility that has medical care. The severe type, though, is admitted into the hospital. That's level 4. And you're put on oxygen. And you're also probably going to be put on some IVs and stuff to get your electrolytes back up. That's why I said if you are asymptomatic or you're just viral shedding, it's a good idea to have some Gatorade or Pedialyte, baby foods, if you eat some baby foods. Now, if you go, baby foods are really healthy for babies, so they would be healthy for you too. And the 5th one is the critical stage. The critical is when you're put on oxygen, you're in the ICU on the vent, you are trached or ventilated, or even put on ECMO. And ECMO is when they are taking the bad blood out and putting the good and recycling it and then putting it back into you. Those are the 5 stages of the root of COVID, which can develop into long COVID. So I want you to be very careful. Also invest in a pulse oximeter to know that your oxygen is